yeni enkomo kakra. A Greek minister nra ye kan sembi muti take charge kakra nke beboaye. Enra emba omo frɛ ye obi frɛ me from UK, obi frɛ me say oba ha no ti aduane no odi a otu kwan so no okɔ no ɔte ho difference. Nkokokra ye wi nyina ya won kokɔ ne panie from obrochire. Portrait ayewi ebi atimi adi 6 months wonsuo so akokɔ 7 months 8 months be 1 year koto kwabrane wo choba twe akokɔ tan yente akokɔ ahode be no wo ne yasan kuna no a wo twe yente rubber fa wi akokɔ a utimu se nam a wo wi kra wonti hu hia momu de ma omai bebre ho kire because niam ye die no mpanyifo ne hu ne se na we yamfa akokɔ ye nwura omai ne mu a ontumi nwanam bi anwe akokɔ no so nye na nka yen yete ha China for de nkokɔba nti aduane ne nam a ye hwe ne de no kra ni nyame anim ni bebre na ama yare bebre asi kroma bibi asesa kroma nsu a ye nom galamsey for sefa no aduane a ye die nso no e fa asai eno afamers ne bi nso ne medi nkomo after say we raise topic ni wia e na amanfo no a omunim but wan ne beka omo say masa enuro no Burkina for no di bia wo mo de eno na ma ne pe enti yanso ye ya omo se ye Ghana ntosi na susa enti omo nto eno na nka hoɔden wo mo nti se ama yeso yakope ene yakoto nnuro bi a ye de ebo enti tomato no ana ene ya enya ye green a nka obema ne be 5 days ana 6 days na de abre ye no se na wotwe mienu no yentimi ntwen because atofo beba kina nti ano omo de nnuro be 3 fura dan nyina na omo de afra bo ya na tomato no abre within 2 hours tomato abre ni ate abakrum yes ya the vegetables ni fruit to so watwitwa gu table so we poison fa fruit fa na wo wi akoyem why na check say ma hu say Agro extension officers and sa enra organization or more University of Ghana or more research no or ma suggest to government say ye ma ye ni nkɔ district ne ba bi a farms wo no ye nkɔ test amanfo nu baye ene enuane no e wo fum ho na ye nhwɛ se eku ya na enkuye poison substance be ne wo because o ma hu bebre say garden eggs ene lettuce aye di salad obitimi wo ho o me dem we salad pa o ye se o wi a uku ho nti ene odi obedi bia wu because aduane na wudi a wo de o si fruit na nka wudi e mani pa che no eno kra na de wo kontem because fruit na nkasa ya wo ne panie e na abre bese first pa me wo fatimi kotwa over say do anopa emechia wo kotwa kodu na odi ahye kodu no ne dua nase ana odi ahye du kuro bi no atwa kodu ahaban agu so na wa hye ne ho say oh in the next 2 weeks ana in the next 10 days kodu no bebre nti wagya ne wo afum ho ampa 10 days no be konna kwadu na edai abre kama na wudi a wutimu se kwadu na nse wugina kwa ho na wuto kwadu a wutimu se kwadu no eye green no ade chen ya na esan ye re nyame process no o ma ye ne short wutimu se fast food fast kwadu fast banana fast tomato fast pear fast orange fast mango fast death the bia ye fast poison near my bebre a man o mo friend mani gym when ra bebre gym contact bi so almost say ukodwoma yetimi koton oil wo de ngo ne she fridge mu kura engu kura nka ngo esi wo kura na ada wo de ngo ne she fridge mu kura na o to any alive palm oil it be so no alive forever palm oil a enda awake bayire nyina ne bayire utwa ni ade be kina de aka nyina ase utum se ya hye ne nuro Ghana who is checking all this man so mukoto mako wodwoma ena utumi twi mako kra anya ya bi mo say men are spicier than pepper first ne yakase pepper ana pepper Ghana meswa ya say ni nyina ena ye de poison na ye bedi nkomo mpanyimfo ni bi pese omo kyerɛkyerɛ omo adwen fa ho especially experts a omo na eye farming no who the differences topics be say no idea say you can't want some adding because nipa omo feeling and kasano and nipa omo ye involved no some of them don't want to talk but this time ye nyampenyimphobia ompese omo ne ye ekasa wo ho nti ye bekona ya kwa ahoma so ye pese ye ne Mr. David eye Kobo or no Davis Mr. Davis ye nhwe se waba ahoma ne so a mo amotie no so mo betimi asende mo message said the aba the poisoned chemicals ye dey no ye nuane a they say niama no nti the chairman of the National Farmers and Fishermen Award Winners Association of Ghana and also president of the Federation of Association of Ghanaian Exporters ye pese de din komo na ono kire na adwen na otie and na opese ODBB etum kakra nti se on the line no tomo na yakwa akofa no ye ka ho asem akopem se ye benya mpanyimfo no mapagya omani na afi ye hu se extension officers any Agro mpanyimfo ne nam farms a omo check se de be yakuafo ne bi o ho a omo ye no innocently ebisu ye negligently omo nim se de omo ye no e de eye owo eneba enti ye bedi ho komo ye nko ahoma no so na ye nhwe se ye saka Mr. David Kobo ye no akasa. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Obama. Obama, Pacho, good morning.
Yeah, baby, aboko there.
Yes, I do Pacho also.
Yes, you are pa. Ano pay ye community awa ona unimu. Nanse no ye witness say said the no American no me call farm bi na obi bo spray bi or say etimi ma tomato a break within 1 day. Na yes yes I say na ebeku nipa was on the wonim say bebre wo dwa so why adwuma ya che wo yekuani a waje best farmer award fisherman ni nyina mu edien pa na ekoso ewo nuane
yo me do say bebre meja wa kwenya we so etia we tie for na let me also congratulate you. I'm saying I was following the program and I felt say because for me, a radio station is not meant for only politics. It is a Niamasi Kosua education, very solid. A few reactions, pen and person here. I'm saying the okay, but let me explain something. For agriculture, we have what we call the conventional farming and organic.
Okay.
Organic for no the analysis of unusual rubia, we no be using organic and be Gratibia no can name. Organic.
Okay.
And a conventional no so no. Ubetime spray a drone bets. Your what we call the minimum residue level. Until you share a draw triano one. As a so kind, yes, as a for instance, I have one of the biggest cocoa planters in the country. We were one of the biggest exporters.
Okay.
Yeah. Fairly big global gap. And another global gap, no. There might be wise or your parameters. Into a known as a soul spray crana, a bill has a re entry interval, and some of us are called for mobium. A bill be 48 hours, and I say for Nina account nature say, so no crowd come no crowd who spray when they say and come after 24 hours, and then a Bianina will be doing a later become Session Oka. As I said, education necessary a copy and yesterday I'm happy to know about the extension officers. The truth of the matter is that the extension officers are doing their bit. If you look at the composition of our farming communities now, I'm saying contact extension officers. I've been the chairman of the award winners for the past 8 years. Wow. And I'm also the president of the Federation of Associations of Ghanaian Exporters.
Okay.
Just as all me say. As I said, baby, we have no district agri officers. No, we have a lot of people who have invested seriously in this produce. When it says most of the people know yes, space a few recalcitrants. I mean, almost say the young person and written ABR for better, I can tell you what. So we have serious farmers almost a 40 year, almost ton, almost tomatoes, who call the supermarkets na shops na super omo di omo niam no na call here in Krofua at least omo a bit of knowledge about all these things are omo di produce in particular they make what I say you know what they have to do is they have to liaise with the farmer-based organizations. Who could this is they have the farmer-based organizations. Tomato for say tomato cool farmers look cool. It's almost an say it dries here display if it's organic I say because who told Adiana you sell it in two different if it's organic there is price you pay for. If it's conventional there's also a price you pay for.
Okay.
And these are the two pessimistic. But for me, and I really enjoyed your conversation. That was why I messaged you. I really enjoyed your conversation. Say, look, this is one of the few stations also say agriculture. And the Americans say, yeah, politics na you see no so now I'm happy. My doors are always open. Anytime we can come around and also give a quota.
Yeah, Mr. David said that say one say empenyimfo bi te say mo no mo so mutie na mo share kutupa na mo encourage ya because politics ne dey dawson but ye kokrum na ye kodidi a ye ndi politics ye be di sa nyama ya enti enra me sure say a lot of people message, called, and they said they have experienced some of these things. But how do they say? Where do they say it, and who do they say it to? Yes, we are very thankful. But one question I maybe say and wakone say, ye baby wo Ghana ha, ebi a wakoto aduane bisa na wadi when your reaction and now utimusi wedi enye wode beko obetimi am ya test and now say mpanyufo na ready to test.
Your baby, for instance, when you go to Standard Board Authority, parameters be as ye did Yamano. If it's the way obedian cromo, who are you also? And as a Janin so tia, the residue, level as a Okohona testing. It's a Uja reaction. You can easily go there and test. Omo added value, no. Omo den academy, Food and Transport is what a testing. It's a near it's memo be so for instance, who got tomato or as soon as you now if you say wait, you know when your problem are. Don't leave it there. I think so wait me I go back. Over confident workers to Obama or no February tomatoes cannot the apple. Wow, I'm say who quack tessia a cow into a bear is can professor memo but I think we can find a way around it. You for Bekasa, so how do we do it? Because honestly, a per se, I didn't ye. Celebrate Okano, or being koto money because me koto idea, Nasa, me bedin, me woodia. And they said, because for instance, now we are encouraging everybody to sell ubedi vegetables, ubedi fruits. We are becoming health conscious in Ghana.
Yeah.
And to say, yeah, Bibia, Sen Okano say, mediadiano ko na me kuti na problem ba ho me wo baby ametesi yes na me kwani akuti me ska bebre amekopio no it ye be the thing is to encourage people to go there. These are some of the conversations we have to pick with maybe the Standard Board Authority, the Food and Transport Authority, and even EPA because EPA chemicals no bebre omuna certified. You see, the biggest problem we have, and yet the chemical itself. But the chemical may be adulterated, or if it be and yet certified, crown on the back room. And no, 90% at the end. Then yet chemical now, banner will be used soon, and it is so because we decide. And Titano may papa no more we decide. But even now, we decided the way I used to know there's something we call the sports spraying. They used to blanket on the material. And we decided to use your movie 2,4-D, Nasibo 2,4-D. No, they are missing glyphosate. Nasifo Nina, Niama and TTI, SSA. Yeah. For us at the association, we are doing need assessment. I mean, send you form to be crowd. I think I also serve on a 24-hour economy.
Okay.
The council.
Okay.
Nti ya be send na wo de microphone na niema bebre ni ebi ni a ese na wo ka no. It took you to go out there to investigate and all the results. It's one qua anka obia until I just send message to most of the people to listen to the station, tune in and listen to the conversation.
Right.
The party they want to watch us here. These are some of the things. The baby obeko for those in the sika obetua so for we have to work around it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Mr. Davis. Okay. Or 24-hour Economic Council, no so president of the Exporters Federation of Ghana, and former best national farmer. Enra and Sama ye can yen kansi ho yebeko konfu mu ankasa efri na ekono yebeko mfu no bi mu ankasa na farmers no yen so yakwohwe because the da bia yedidi aha okay yen kwa homa no so na yen kohwe enkomo no de to aso kakra so ha because at this point I was say yen expert no edi enkomo na okay yen kwa homa no so bi ayekrado ana menyasio okay line so okay yankona yeni enkomo yane Dr. Enoch Denchi any enkomo doc good morning. Oh no line no drop it you be sign ako na or senior lecturer Department of Chemistry University of Ghana na ono so ene enkomo yi bacha utie ya na opese utie politics ubetimi akotie no but so opese utie aduane a wudie no chemicals wom ne effect a betimi amu wu ntem so a eno so betimi atie ha but politics no be later ye de here wi ansa ne idea fata sechua
oba
ma feel eno amantil ka
ai say Jerry o Jerry na ya na waye mesa and to one humi na Jerry
okay
no but I'm so proud of you.
Oh,
I am super proud of you to be working with you as a brother. And I'm here course Minya yefa program no before me say me this studio ho. Catch Obama say. Me say me dey catch am na me kai nye ye o. Catch Obama say Obama mini ha. But me na me tie bi any course minya ye any baby ana course ni free no. Ameka say o bo adwuma. Na no kran so nam krom na hu say the amanfo tie ne the passion omudidi ho komo wa abonten a eche adwuma pa wo bontu de kodi komo ne bra na
me komo ne bra sesi ana ye ne Dr. Enoch Denchi or ye senior lecturer Department of Chemistry University of Ghana in komo. Doc, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay. Fantastic. Doc, we be aboko.
Yanko Pandom. Bibi aboko.
Doc, we den komo ye didi say anopa bia yes ye ni vegetable, any fruit, any say. Nonsense you hu say niema na ye didi no chemicals wo ye yan idea ni akohu bia investigate bi ebi nso am a share experience ba bia na nya no kre mo na munim ade a musua ensemi bia be fam pono no ana
yo me da se na me cha wetie for ne ahwefo nyina no kre pesticides no se de wo kano dear bakwa sebe aboa so esan de ensunsan bebreba especially ebianam fa pesticide kwa ye use and ekwan ya fa so use no I think say no these two main problems and fa de how eba into no kre and say the research actually say we do have some pesticides allowed for the crop now we use for pesticide we yakase for tomatoes so obi de beko ebro because the abuano kuno the same near the and we have those happening and sometimes we also have say we decided say we the NCC use to cry ban and so sometimes you can still find those ones still on the market and in our fruits and vegetables into yes, a big challenge, in our country. Yes.
Okay, Doc, where there all customer research about when says I near money be with me and na ye dear no more farmers ni be nim now more apply. Costs no be there, dear nema kofaba, and I say the resultant effect and then say ya dear baby na itimede eba amount for enya ehunye.
Okay. Okay. The tennis pesticides nra yes ebekum moa na ema omundi ye ni ane bebre because akwese nipa ne ye pesi enya ya yefu ye pesi enya bebre na our parts of the world no we are all throughout the year, unlike other places almost no near there and the farmers, the farmer and the interest in say being as much crop as possible. And one of the ways a pesticide use in so doing they apply these pesticides. However, if when you look at the human system, insects name one where your similarities be brave, just say because one on science identity kitwe be bit me ekunu and I bet me a controlling but in us that kitwano ebia enshadanye for now, but when you soon ye now the more than required the amount kidney, liver conditions I think changes so any day be death, the TNS most of the time bring back and say chronic effects, not acute means say we see kun and the yesro and all the very toxic ones acute they are all of the system but your chronic effects just say would then kakran with the animal and then soon sign be pre more studies more munya they just say but a bit me impair reproduction won't me affect our warm. It can impair their coordination. In the name of because sometimes finding are serious, but over time, okay, in terms of with the next generation, maybe low birth rate, sperm counts, reproductive issues, the hormonal issues, all of these would be as a result of pesticide use. And widespread because of the different classes of pesticides that are available.
Well, finally, say obi ekotobi bisa ye scientist ye nimhwe ye nko school said ye mako ye bede ne hu say tomato poison wom ye wo kwan bi a home remedy bi na say home test bi nipa betimi ayana.
Okay, that's a very good question. Now, the tennis no kweni yamianim enya dia ubetimi say ebia tomato we ana we are me use what BBC me a year film. In fact, because even the woman with the instruments we have to very, very low concentrations as still cause a harmful effect. But the best thing is one, say over washing, because sometimes yana say pesticide say or surface of the winner or wash as much as possible. Or treating a and a bit me some of the pesticide now washing off. That's for those on the surface. But they were inside there. Sometimes, but the American trust when they say, of course, there are farmer groups, they say EPA, normally they're trying as much as possible to regularize pesticide importation. Other to say FDA nominate but unfortunately, the tomatoes are back to local markets, because of the non-formal nature. There's not enough monitoring, in the system. And we just have to educate, and that's what we say, educate the farmer to recognize, say, yes, crops never buy, but young can say, would so it may end up in the food for someone, including yourself. And see, the most important thing say a bit to farmers never, and you can use it judiciously, as limited amount as possible, and it can do can help control these insects.
Okay,
and then people will be safe.
Doc, anopay ye dawa sibebre se woni ya share wonim dia wo emepem ye hia ye besan no wadi nkom.
Okay.
Well, said the person ye tie bia de yate. Sachiwa?
Yeah, oba.
Enuane no ho nsem no. Enuane no ho nsem no. Or say, oba, do you know that those who sell kenke with pepper, they add Maggi to it?
Just Maggi.
Yes.
I think no mokone so kwebo ha gogomene na meni.
Or say, good morning, Obama. As a medical practitioner, I always believe and encourage the phrase, let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food. Simply, we are what we eat. This reflects his emphasis on the importance of diet and nutrition in health and healing. Unfortunately, we are being fed with unwholesome food, hence the emergence of cardiovascular diseases, diabetes, cancers, and many others. I can unequivocally say, I can unequivocally say, that about 80% of our perishable foods, including fruits and vegetables, are being preserved with formalin, which is used in preserving crops through embalming process. I have been part of a task force that was clamping down these illicit substances on our market, but it's now the new norm. You send vivid reports, but the FDA and police take no action after being offered bribes to free the culprit. Apparently, uncooked fruits and vegetables can easily cure cancers at the early stages. Unfortunately for us, the ones on our market now rather kills the sick and worsen their conditions. This is the way to go, changing the face of political shows, finding solutions to social menace. We do say adopting and finding your motto. Jerry, medical practitioner bia or the message about to also changing the face of political shows, finding solutions to social menace. Yen finding your motto. Neniaje pa. Say also, please, can I call you to add something? Amount for you. You better say no bekasa. Message is abandoned. Obama, some tomato farmers around here in Agro selfishly spray chemicals on the tomato to force it to ripen so that they don't miss the high price because they think or fear the price might fall at the end or at some time. Tomato will naturally be ripe by itself. So you see the attitude of most Ghanaians. They care less about the health of others and the environment if they are making money. Wilfred Francis Apport will say, I have the privilege to work with the Center for Scientific Research, soil research, and I was involved in series of research projects. The findings, I must say, are scary. It is true the farmer is interested only in making profit, even if it takes risking the health of the consumer and the environment through unsustainable farming practices. There is a question. Does the findings by these researchers get to the farmer? Does the farmer really understand the consequences of his actions? That gap must be bridged. The gap between the farmer and the researcher. Farmers must begin to adopt sustainable agricultural practices, reduce the use of synthetic chemicals to the minimum level. We shouldn't be eating and scared. We must eat safe food. Same, the farmer must also make profit. That we must ensure. Many aji say, More yeah, you more contribute. Sir Selling from Abri, thank you very much for raising this heartfelt concerns. Anopai adroba emeni modebrofu kume. But honestly, beyond the fertilizers and chemicals used on farms, I believe the real danger lies with the food vendors. It seems like almost every meal on the market is prepared with all sorts of questionable spices, additives, almost like magic. Even something as basic as palm nut soup or light soup is overloaded with artificial spices, not to mention the stews. So just imagine these crops grown with chemicals, sprayed with chemicals, harvested with chemicals, then cooked even with more chemicals. Ghanaians, we are practically dead in advance. Osi, please, they are not going to the Agro Extension Office because they think they are going to pay. So please kindly confirm for them. Good morning. I'm really enjoying your show about farming and the consequences. I'll say some of the market women are the ones doing it. They are very wicked. Ending of last year, I went to Mala Market with some woman. They have some liquid chemical they use to do that. Most of these chemicals are used by the market women, not farmers, especially banana, red plantain and other farmers bring them raw to the market. And also your idea about power. See, Obama, if you are talking about food, talk about food sellers who use oil to fry multiple stuff. The ladies feel they are less suspected. Okay. Or say you are absolutely right. Ask if the road minister knows Accra well. They are fooling us enough on our roads. Mami free politics in the Namemrana Sechiwaha. Or say I bought salmon fish. The skin is wrapped with rubber. Okoto salmon, but rubber na scale no. Well,